Oh, I'm so infuriated. Just, I need to finish my boons, and I need to get Voninblod for Storm King's Thunder to do it. So I can go buy a Master's Trowel for 500,000 AD. I could get a free trowel in Bryn Shander, and I can also buy one for 100 Voninblod that has 30 uses. I can then proceed to roam around the frozen tundra of Bryn Shander, which I've found is the best way to farm relics to get me some Voninblod. But you go around for a long while, picking up pieces and not getting very little reward, and always getting bothered by barbarians and even heroic encounters. Now, the heroic encounters, those can give you Voninblod. However, the time spent in order to finish it, especially if you're doing it solo, is very sad. You can also then trade in those relics and get some Voninblod out of them. Now, you can get a decent amount of Voninblod, especially depending on the type of relic that you get, and there's 4 different qualities of those that you can obtain. Now, in terms of farming Voninblod, you can get relics in Lonely Wood, Bryn Shander, pretty much anywhere in the newer parts of Icewind Dale. Sometimes they're easy to find, other times they're not. And then if there is actually someone still in that zone farming them as well, there's not as many instances to choose from now that we're so many mods ahead. So sometimes you can find it difficult to find those relics that you need. Now, in that kind of situation, then you'll have to invest a little bit of time and or in-game money to get a better edge on that. And the way that you can do that is by getting certain packs, certain items. There are ones that came out with Storm King's Thunder that can help you out. Now, in the Tourmaline Trade Bar store under Equipment, if you go to the Legacy side, you can actually pick up one piece of Frostborn equipment for about 65 Tourmaline Trade Bars. Now, you only need one of these pieces to get the bonus, which will give you a 25% chance to obtain an additional relic every time you search for one. This, you'll definitely want to pick up one of those. And you can pick up a pack of Frostborn gloves on the trade house for about 11,000 AD if you didn't have any trade bars to spend. Now, by far one of the other best options is to have a Remoraz. Now, the Remoraz, if you go with him, he actually has a power of his own that when you go and dig for a relic, you have the chance of finding an additional relic. And then sadly, through all my time testing it, running around with a Remoraz, if you're lower geared and you have a little bit of problem running Bryn Shander solo, the Remoraz is not going to help you very much in the aspect of protecting you, but he will get you the bonus. And if you get the pack from the Zen store, it actually includes a piece of Frostborn equipment, so you wouldn't have to buy that on the trade house or use your trade bars. Plus you get a Bonding Runestone rank 7 in the package as well, and it's going to cost you about, a million AD, or no, 1.5 million AD to get it, but you're getting a better return on your investment. Now, you can also get the Excavator's Potion from the Storm King's Thunder store for 600 Voninblod. That will increase your hunting capabilities. And if you're really lazy but it's a bad return on investment, you can spend Genie's Gifts to get Voninblod. Yeah. Or go do Heroics in Lonely Wood. But it's kind of lonely in Lonely Wood. Yeah. Very quiet. Yeah, in any of the areas, you're going to find trouble finding people to do heroics with because we're so many mods ahead. I mean, in the heyday, there were people running heroics left and right, but now not so much. Now, I prefer a sunnier area. In a little warmer weather, not as dreary. So I usually head to the River District. So if you've unlocked the River District, beaten it, you can follow this map here and you'll find groups of wraiths. Now, if you go and you find the right group and you kill them, it doesn't take very long to find the right group. They're going to drop you an item. Now, this item is going to give you a quest. This will allow you to enter the Shard of Night and take on Morlanth of the Shroud. if you're a solo character, depending on your level, if you've already beat the river district, even soloing this shouldn't be too difficult. And I mean, it's mostly mob based, so if you have an AoE loadout like I do, I mean, this is even my fun loadout, so I'm not even doing max damage, and it's still alright, even with as squishy as I am. Most of the time, they're not going to deal a whole lot of damage, and they have very little HP, so you should have no problem. And then just clear out through all the mobs. You can run through, kind of gather them up, kill them all in one spot. Usually that's one of the best ways to do it, and then you'll be able to move on to the next section. Maybe move on to the next section. There we go. Alright, and then you're going to proceed up the stairs, and then there's going to be another corridor with some more enemies. You can choose to group them up if you'd like, but depending on how you deal your AoE, you know, you can drop a few things, do a few attacks, and kind of try and clear them out as you go along. You don't really want any stragglers in this. It can really cause a problem when you go to face the boss in this area, because every time that you think that you're ready to leave this place, another creature comes out of the woodwork. So it's best to clear all these out and then stop down here and take out these wraiths as well. And once you've done that, then you can proceed right up the stairs here to Moorlanth. You can't skip this cutscene, unfortunately. Now this is very important, especially if you're a high level character. Try not to kill her very quickly. She has a chance to bug out. You can't kill her in the first wave. The game just won't let you do it. So you have to get her down to about maybe an 1/8 of health. Try very hard not to go below that, and then she'll disappear and she'll call forth her dragon, Grave Mist. With Grave Mist, you can kill him a lot faster. I still err on the side of caution, because if I kill him too quickly, Moorlanth comes back. I don't, it's kind of, everything's been kind of buggy lately since the last patch, so I've been really careful on it. But you can try and find what works out best for you. But once she comes back out, the dragon's gone and everything, you can melt through her. Try and kill her as quickly as possible before she spawns more adds. You can then grab the Shard of Night, and a chest will appear, and then you can reap the rewards. Now you'll get a Nethery Strongbox. Now these Strongboxes do stack up, and I haven't tested it yet, and I will the next time a double refinement comes out. But you get a piece of equipment that you can salvage, and you get a piece of refinement. And then you also get the chance to get the Nethery Companion, which isn't a bad companion, especially being free. And then a chance to get that Moorlanth Shroud, which is oh so nice looking with that nice smoke animation. Now, once you've done that, if you'll notice, you also got 150 treasures each time that you run it. And when you run it, it takes about maybe 5 minutes or less. You can of course do it in a group if you choose to. And then you're going to take it to the traveling merchant at the pier in the river district. And you'll see that you can trade your 150 treasures for 200 Voninblod. So yeah, 200 Voninblod in 5 minutes is nowhere near as good as farming it in Bryn Shander. But you're also getting a piece of refinement, possibly double refinement on special days, and then a piece of salvageable equipment. All of that for under 5 minutes, and I feel that's a better use of time than digging in Bryn Shander. If you know a better way, definitely let me know down in the comment section below, and I will see you out there. Thanks for watching. Click the left to see the previous video, click to the right to see another video, and down at the bottom to subscribe. And to stay up to date with what's going on with the channel, follow on Facebook and Twitter.